All right. Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday evening. My name is Jackie Cox. I'm a senior Ruby ambassador with Plexus, and this is my gorgeous friend, Katie Wiggins, with me. And we are so excited to talk to y'all tonight just about what these products have done in our lives, how they have changed our lives, how they've changed our thinking on things, how they've changed our outlook in life, and just the blessing that they have been in our families' lives and in our lives. And I do not have good internet service. So if I get to a point where you can't out hear me, just start flagging me down. I'll know what that means. Excuse me. But I have been on these Plexus products for about 4 years. And for half of my life, I have battled anxiety. We're talking like dating back to childhood, high school. I had horrible anxiety. I would get panic attacks in the middle of class change in the hallways, youth group. I remember walking into church one evening and getting a panic attack. And they got so bad that my parents said, I really think that we need to take you to talk to somebody. This anxiety is affecting your life. So I talked with someone, and they decided that it would be best for me to go ahead and start medication. I was 15 years old, started anxiety medicine, and was on that for the next 15 years. And I just remember it's periods of my life where it worked, where I would go for a while and be completely fine. And then random days I would have a panic attack. I remember going to the doctor and they would ask me how I'm feeling, how my anxiety is doing. They would always want to change my medication, always want to up my dose. They're like, I'm sorry you have to live this way, but this is the only solution I got for you. So got married, got pregnant, had our first baby. And we were in the grocery store one day, and I remember a panic attack coming on. I remember it like it was yesterday. I had her in the buggy, a buggy full of food. She was in her infant seat, and I felt a panic attack coming on. And we're talking, I start seeing spots. I start not being able to breathe. I get intense headaches, feel like I'm going to faint. Feel like somebody's hiding around the corner waiting to jump out at me. And it comes on like this. I couldn't, no rhyme or reason why. So I just remember the only thing thinking fight or flight. Like I just lifted my baby up out of the buggy and ran out of the grocery store. And it was in the middle of the day in the summer. My husband was working, my mom was working. So I just called my dad because he works from home, basically hyperventilating, telling him, there's got to be a different way. Like, I cannot live this way. I've got a child now whom I don't have any energy to play with. I lie down on the playroom floor, letting her play around me, and I just doze off to sleep. I have 7 to 8 cups of coffee a day. I'm known for having Tylenol in my bag, random panic attacks. There has to be a better way. So around that time, I started noticing that my friend Christina, whom I taught with for a brief period of time, posting about these Plexus products and about this pink drink. And at first I was like, oh Lord, what has she gotten herself into? But I trusted her enough to know that something that she was sharing about was not going to help me, was not going to make me grow like a third leg. So I started noticing what she was posting about, how it can help, X, Y, and Z with X, Y, and Z. So I reached out to her when I saw that it could help with anxiety. I had reached the end of my rope, and I said, tell me, friend, can this help? And she said, it absolutely can, and this is how. Started the Plexus products. About a month in, I found myself not reaching for my Tylenol. 2 months in, I felt myself not going back for that 8th cup of coffee. 3-4 months in, I was sleeping better. About 6 months in, I actually talked to my doctor about helping me wean off my anxiety medicine. It was the best feeling in the world to be able to wake up in the morning with joy that was not forced, with smiles that was not forced, with energy to play with my baby, with energy to hang out with my husband, to be that mom and that wife that I desire, that I know that God had planned for me. It was the best feeling in the entire world. Got pregnant with our second daughter, and I call it a Plexus pregnancy, and it was the best experience. I was not talking to my doctor about upping my medicine. My pregnancy was completely different than the first time around. Postpartum, I met with an OB, not my OB, but the one that was on call for my postpartum appointment. And he was looking through my file, and he was like, "Why are we? What are you doing? Why are we not talking about anxiety? You've lost your baby weight. You feel great. You look great. What are you doing that's different?" And I was able to explain to him, how I had been on Plexus for that pregnancy, and he thought that was really cool and interesting. And because I had such a change, such a life change, I was happy. I was joyful. I saw the sun again. I saw purpose again. I could not keep that to myself, because I knew that if I was silently suffering, there had to be other people that were silently suffering too. And it wasn't like I was like searching for answers everywhere. I just happened to see my friend share. And so if I was going to bed at night, not able to get up in the morning with a smile on my face, struggling to get out of bed, struggling to be the teacher and the wife and the mom that I was, I knew that there had to be others that were in that same boat too. So I started telling my friends about it. I started telling my family about it. And I was amazed to see just how many people were interested in what I had to say and how it helped me, and could it help them too. And y'all, because of that, I'm 4 years in, and not only have these products been a blessing for me and my health, but the business opportunity that comes along with this has allowed my husband and I to put our girls in the private school of our dreams. And when I say look at God, the first month we were here in Savannah at our new school, my Plexus income was a penny off from what their tuition was that month. And so to be able to just write that check and hand it over was the best feeling in the world. And I know it's only going to go up from here. And so that is why I share. That is why I'm not hesitant to tell people what these products have done for me, and also what this opportunity can mean for other people as well. And so that's just a little bit about my story. And Katie is now going to tell her side of the story and what she has gained and how she has been blessed and therefore been able to be a blessing since joining this company as well. So take it away, Katie.
Thank you, Jackie. That was so good. Can y'all hear me? Nod. Okay. I wish I had Plexus when I was pregnant with my two boys. So I am Katie Wiggins. I'm a Ruby ambassador with Plexus, and I have two boys. I'm a wife, and I just a busy bee. And so for me, when Plexus came to me, I was reached out several times for about 3 months consistently. And I kept saying no. For me, at the end of 2020, I was told that I was a pre-diabetic. My PCOS was out the roof. I normally held anywhere from 15 to 20 cysts on each ovary. And I was just told that my weight, I needed to lose it. And so I got to a low point in my life. Most of the time a happy person. And I got to the point where I didn't want to be happy. I was not happy with myself. And I had no energy. I could not keep up with my two boys. At the time, they were 3 and 7, they're 4 years apart. And so they are all the time moving. So I was kind of down, and I was like, I'm in my 30s. And I said, there's no way you feel like this in your 30s. So finally, January of 2021, at the very end, the last day of the month, I decided to give Plexus a try, because my doctor had tried to put me on metformin. I had been on it before, and it made me have hallucinations. I was thinking crazy. It was not right. So February of 2021, I got my products and started on them. I did the triplex, and within the first couple of weeks, my energy had already went up. And then carrying on, I was told not to get on a scale, but 2 months in, I could already tell that my clothes were feeling looser, that they fit better. And so 3 months in, I decided to weigh myself, and I was losing pounds. And so I was real excited about that. But the most exciting part of my Plexus journey so far is my energy is up. I am happy inside and outside. And I didn't mention that I had horrible digestive issues. I just thought it just came with being a mama. I did not go to the bathroom like you should. You're supposed to go 1 to 3 times a day. And I was not. I would go anywhere from not going for 3 to 4 days, sometimes 5 days. And so with that was a huge thing. When I started Plexus, I started going every day. I don't mean to give too much information, but there is a lot of people that deal with this and they just think it's a normal, but it's not. And so a lot of people, that can hurt you in so many ways. It can cause other issues in your organs. It can cause you to have illnesses, headaches, acne, all the things. So that's why I say, do not let it go on 3 or 4 days. You need help in the best way possible, and Plexus can help you with that, because I am a living proof. So moving on, about 8 months onto the products, I went back to my doctor where she scans and checks my ovaries, and she checked and she's like, Katie, what have you been doing different? And I'm like, well, I have been taking some all natural supplements. I said, but why do you ask? And she's like, I can barely see one cyst on your ovaries. In the past, let me just say, I didn't tell y'all, the past 9 years, I have had ovaries. I've had cysts on my ovaries. And so she was just shocked. And so from that point, she's like, tell me what you're doing. And I had a feeling that she was going to ask, because my pain was not near as bad as what I normally had with PCOS. I was feeling great. And so I had all the stuff in my pocketbook and I was ready to show her. And by the end of my doctor's appointment, she was like, call me tonight. I want to get this ordered for myself. And to this day, she's still on it. So it's great, great products. I will say that. I have my whole family on them and beyond. And so the main things that helped me with was to help with my PCOS, my energy, digestive issues, just feeling better inside and out, because most of y'all are mamas on here. You all want to feel your best. You want to be your best. You want to be the best wife, mama, daughter, granddaughter, all that you want to be. So, and for me, that's gave me a lot. I've been able to step back up and be that mama, wife, daughter, all that I need to be. So for me, when the opportunity arose for me, I didn't hold back. A welcome call for me gave me the vision that my dreams could come true. Because we all dream, but we just don't know if they can come true. Because sometimes they're so far out there, you just kind of let them be a dream or just a thought. So for me, the vision was laid cleared for me. And so I started from the get-go. I got my mama, a cousin, and a bestie to be my first 3. And to this day, they're still with me. But I just started from the opportunity from there. And then for me, I'm a stay-at-home mama now. And I mean, I have been for the past 5 years. When I had my second child, I became a stay-at-home mama. I was an x-ray tech and a finance manager for my daddy. He owns a tractor dealership. So when I became a stay-at-home mama, the thought in my head, because I've always made my own paycheck to help towards my family, when I became a stay-at-home mama, I did not feel like that I was contributing to the family, even though no one made me. My husband's like, you contribute so much. And for me, it was hard for me to understand that, because I'm like, I need my income to come in and help with all the things, because we like to travel. We like to do things. And so I always like to, be a part of it. And so when the opportunity arose, that first thought came to my head, oh, I could so help again and still be here for my family or be here for the boys, because I take them everywhere. And so that really hit me. And so I was like, okay, I can do this. So I dug in and I learned about all the products. And then as I got more into it, God threw something else at me that I did not know that I was missing. And that was community of this Plexus community. I cannot tell you, I have made some of the bestest friends. I can't wait to even make more friends. It has totally hit home with me. I love all these ladies so much. And if I hadn't met you yet, can't wait to meet you. So that for me, to be able to feel a part, to be able to contribute to my family and to have the community, the opportunity is so much for me. And then I do have a big dream and I see it in front of me and I'm going for it. So that is my story in a nutshell with the products and the opportunity for me. I just want to say thank you all for joining us tonight. We appreciate you taking the time because we know we're all busy, and we just appreciate you taking the time to spend it with us tonight. And I do encourage you to reach out to whoever invited you to this call tonight and tell them what you thought. If you have any questions, ask them because they're waiting and they can help you in any form or fashion to help you with product wise, opportunity wise, or just a conversation. So that is all I have tonight. And I hope y'all have a wonderful Tuesday night and the rest of a great week. Thank y'all.